hello everyone, and thank you for tuning in to another episode of the Media Buff Guys, a podcast about anything and everything media related. I am your host, Matt, and with me are my fellow hosts, everyone's favorite asshole, Ed. And finally, returning to us after all this time of absence is my one and only Pookie Bear, Omar. Say hi, guys.
Yo.
Hey, it's been a minute. How you guys doing? Drinking water? Being good? I hope so. You know that like a good girl.
See, this is why we don't have you in the show anymore.
Oh, is that why I was never invited?
Alright, and moving on.
The silence was awkward.
Before we begin the actual show, a quick word from our affiliate, Maono. Maono is one of the leading companies in a budget-friendly of mics and audio interfaces. They sell in over 150 countries and have a variety of items tailored to fit one's budget. I don't know, is that quite accurate? Or can you just go on there and buy whatever you want and be a happy customer?
Well, so long as they use our code MediaBuff, they get 10% off their first purchase.
That is true. So, you guys, you heard it from us. Go to his website and just buy unnecessarily.
And use code MediaBuff for 10%
Yes,
off.
that part is very important.
Link in the description below.
Alright, and now for today's episode, we will be reviewing the new album by Strung Out. It came out on April 5th.
As of recording this episode, that was about 4 days ago.
In case you didn't notice, we're in the past.
Now, we're from the future and still bullshit.
Exactly.
Yeah, it's never going to change. So long as humanity exists, there will always be bullshit.
Now, I blame the plants. Alright, we're getting off topic. Back to Strung Out. Well, anyways, for those who are not familiar with Strung Out, they're from Simi Valley here in California. They started off as a punk band in the 90s, and then they slowly, over the course of time, became a hardcore punk band, adding a little bit more metal influence into their music. And, well, how long have they been around?
Since 89, so that's 1 year after I was born.
Damn, they've been around forever.
Yep.
And fun fact about this band, I didn't really know who they were until Omar introduced me to them back in high school.
Oh yeah, Exile in Oblivion was an amazing opener album, or most for us. But that first track, Analog, oof, that was great. Those were the days.
It was. Now, this new album is called
Dead Rebellion.
Dead Rebellion. Now, Omar, what were your thoughts on it?
Well, I had to listen to the album multiple times, but I'm still processing throughout the whole thing. But as I was listening to it, I did get a lot of themes from Transmission Alpha Delta, which is one of their heavier albums since they started. Their first opener track for me was just great. I don't have the track list here. Let me pull it up real quick.
I'll edit it in post.
No, don't worry about that.
I know. I just like saying that.
You are a post. All right, so pulling it up on Spotify right now, and their opener track is called Future Ghosts.
So, what did you like about the song?
I just liked how it started off a little bit heavy, because usually with Strung Out, their songs you start off with slow, like they ease you into it, or they have like an Exile in Oblivion and Transmission Alpha Delta. Their opener songs have like media track from something else, like an old timey song, right, or a movie. It's just like lyrics, and then eases you into the track and just slams you with their music.
Yeah, but then the rest of the album is just boom, boom, boom.
It's like hit after hit after hit. With Future Ghosts, they don't ease you in; they just go full force right then and there. At least that's how I felt when I first listened to it.
Yeah, I mean, it's definitely a lot more fast paced, but they do still build up. Like, they have a build up to it. Do you have any criticisms about the album?
So far, I don't have any on hand because, again, I was mostly listening to it as background, so I need to listen to it each track individually and make a more in-depth analysis. But it does kind of slow down towards the middle of the album, and then it starts picking up more towards the back end of the full album. So, but then that's just like how it is with a lot of albums in general. You're not expected to have a hit with every single track. It's very very rare when a band releases an album that just plays on through.
Well, unless you're Trivium, every album they do is great from start to finish.
In case you forgot, these guys are Trivium fans.
Yeah, they are my favorite band. But
Oh my God.
Strung Out right there is in my top 5, definitely.
All right, now Ed, what did you think of the album?
It didn't resonate with me as some of the other albums you've suggested. I did like the songs. They gave me Wasserman vibes, and even a little bit of Dragon Force vibes, just not as crazy. One of the songs I definitely did like was Empire Down, and Ceremony. I kind of like Veronica's song, but that's only because it kind of reminded me of another song from To the Horizon, or Breath of To the Horizon. Seen it all before. You don't know what you're talking about? All right. Either way, I mean, it's a solid album. It gave me definitely 90s nostalgia vibe, because it felt like something I would see this in a 90s film, or in anything with a montage. Basically, just the lead characters rocking out to this, getting ready for whatever the hell they're getting ready for.
My question to you, though, is how do you get power metal from a punk album?
Well, just certain parts in certain songs. For instance, Ceremony, there's one part that actually sounds a little like Through the Fires and the Flames in the I'm guessing the bridge or the chorus, where it kind of sounds like the bridge of the chorus to Through the Fire and the Flames if you listen to it carefully. Either than that, it's just like anything fast that's like that will always kind of give me that kind of vibe.
Okay, that's fair enough.
Yeah.
You're not super familiar with
Yeah,
hardcore
music illiterate here. Like we've established this many times. Like I'm the odd man out when it comes to music.
At least you try.
Eh.
All right, now do you guys have any other thoughts or anything else you want to say about it before I get started?
They have like how many other albums?
A lot.
They have
There's Exile of Oblivion,
1,
Twisted by
2,
Design,
3, 4, 5,
Suburban
6,
Teenager.
7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Technically, 11 albums, and these are 12.
I say, hot damn.
Mm-hmm.
The 12-fecta.
Yeah, because the other two are the lead singers, Jason Cruz.
Oh, they switched singers?
No.
No.
The other
His
two
side
albums.
project.
His side project.
Oh, okay.
Jason Cruz and Hal, but he puts it's a lumped together with Strung Out.
Gotcha. Okay.
Probably because he works with his band to make a side project.
Gotcha. All right, before you take over, man, I want to try something real quick. Hang on.
What's that?
Just hang on. Ooh, it's recording. I'm going to have to cop that because I'm pretty sure we'll get a copyright strike.
I'm listening to that track too.
Yeah. Okay, that's enough. Just to give you a taste, that's how the album starts.
Like I said, it just hits
It
you
just
right there.
like the intro to a movie, you know? Like it just takes off.
Okay. So for my thoughts on this album, I did enjoy it, but I didn't enjoy it as much as their other albums. But one thing I am happy about is after such a long time, it kind of feels like Strung Out went back to their roots. Meaning they went back to because to me the first half of the album is all right, we used to be a punk band, so let's just do a bunch of punk songs. And it wasn't until Cages, which is in the middle of the album, because I enjoyed the second half of the album over the first album, or the first half of the album, excuse me. And that was because the second half, in my opinion, it was you could distinct them better. At least for the first half, for me, there was some of the songs blended together. That was just my only thing, except for the second track, third track, New Gods, which was one of the signals for this album when they started to release it, each of the EP and things like that. But when you get to that second half, it's like a lot more like Exile in Oblivion, where it's a little bit more heavier, a lot more hardcore focused than it is punk, and he gives you his screams that we are familiar with, because you didn't get any of that in like good first half of the album.
Yeah, that's true. But with the first half of the album, you get a lot of his gritty, they're not growls, but his just like gravelly voice that Jason Cruz is always known for. And just hearing that again after so long from the last album that I listened to, which was Transmission Alpha Delta, it's a nostalgia trip. Essentially, it's taking us back to our high school.
That
anthems.
is true.
But Strung Out has always been like part of my regular routine, my regular rotation of tracks and songs since I discovered them in, what was it, freshman year?
Yeah. And one other thing I would say about this album, when you listen to it, do it with headphones. Because it sounds, I think it was made to be listened to that way. Because after doing a few experimentations of like listening into my car, just on my phone, I didn't feel like there was like enough oomph with like the bass until I put on headphones. And that's when I like was able to hear everything way better, each of the different instruments and things like that.
I mean, you could always get a subwoofer for the car.
Yeah, or you just if you have like a kick-ass stereo system in your house, play it on that. I think like the way the album was meant to be listened to is like having good quality audio and.
I think maybe what you're trying to more say is that in order to get the full experience of
There
everything,
you go.
like every part of the instrumentation, the lyrics, every bit, you need some good like headphones or anything like that. Not the full quality of the album itself, but just the sound in general.
Yeah. I mean, you can make the argument that just because it's like right in your ears, you'll get to listen to every bit of it. And since you can adjust the volume accordingly, you can always get a better feel for it.
Oh, Strung Out is meant to be played loud.
Okay, you guys are more than welcome to go deaf if you want to.
Already working on it.
Hey, I work at an airport, all right? So I had to wear my PPE.
Yeah.
I save my hearing for music like this.
There you go. There you have it, folks.
Well, overall, I did think the album was good. I felt like it could be better in certain areas. And it's nice to hear them back doing their hardcore music. And also, they're coming here, or Santa Ana, on May 4th.
Honestly, I was not even I was surprised when you guys told me about the new album because I follow them on Instagram, but I haven't really like seen any of their posts. So this was a pleasant surprise for me.
Are they touring this album right now?
Yeah.
Like right now?
Well, yeah, I think they have already started, but I do intend on being at that show. That's going to be a busy day, because they're showing Star Wars.
Okay.
Phantom Menace.
Cool.
In theaters again.
Cool. One thing I wanted to point out for one of the songs, and that was for Empire Down. Considering that you're talking about Star Wars, it kind of gave me a feel of Star Wars, especially Empire Down made me think Empire Strikes Back. Overall, that was actually a pretty good song.
Resistance was a really good song too.
Resistance was good, especially the overture part where they're just talking about, I don't know what they're talking about, but it clearly is some kind of battle.
Well, like with most punk and hardcore bands, they're political.
I guess, I don't know.
You need to listen to more punk music.
I guess.
I mean, think about like Green Day, American Idiot.
Oh yeah. Ceremony was surprisingly good too, simply because it stood out from the other songs. Like if you listen to that song, it feels like it shouldn't even be in this album. If you listen to it again, let me play a part real quick.
I'm listening to it right now on my earbud.
Yeah,
I see what you mean because it starts off very soft,
very soft, and then it kind of even starts telling a story, and then I don't know where it picks up, but you wonder, I'm like, what's this song doing here?
Well,
It
Still
kinda-
good though.
Yeah,
But
it
to
kind of has
me-
like an opera feel.
But to me, when I heard that song, it's perfect because it like brings me back to Exile in Oblivion with their song Angel Dust.
So this one kind of reminisces with some of their older albums.
Yeah, because like in especially like Exile in Oblivion, like each of the songs are like they're very fast songs, right?
Okay.
Where Angel Dust, it slows down a little bit.
One thing I also wanted to point out, I was surprised, and actually a little pleasantly surprised, that only 3 of their songs, or actually 4 of their songs, have explicit lyrics in it.
That's the those are the only songs that they could catch.
No, I'm just saying the fact that do their other? I didn't really hear.
Strung Out's really not known for actually using explicit language in their songs. Like they maybe drop 1 or 2 F-bombs here and there in the album.
Yeah,
but,
yeah.
Yeah, but in future,
Let's not F
but-
this or be that.
yeah.
But in Future Ghosts, he says, in the opening line, he says, here in California, or California is everyone's whore.
That's not a bad word.
Whore is a swear.
It's not a swear.
Yes,
That's
it
a
is.
term. Like,
God damn it,
like,
Ed.
like you can whore around. That's not a bad word. I mean, it's a bad act, but it's not a bad.
It's a bad word.
In any case, but
When
no,
you
I mean,
want to insult somebody, you call them a whore.
a hua. No, but knowing me, knowing that I'm not a huge fan of explicit material, this is actually pretty nice because 1, I can listen to it without really, having to hear that, and then 2, I can listen to it, and if the kids hear it, they probably won't hear any of that.
Not to mention that it says a lot that as a writer, like you don't really need explicit language to get your point across. It helps with the emotion. It helps with like the accentuation of what you're trying to say, but you don't need it. If you could articulate your point across, your anger and stuff like that, without using explicit language.
Nah, fuck that.
And then again, there are times when an F-bomb is needed.
I mean, I'm not against it, and apparently people who use profanity are most honest, which means that you guys are like the Boy Scouts of telling the truth.
Fuck that shit.
Whereas people who don't swear, myself, are apparently
You're a fucking liar.
Exactly. And if you've listened to the show a couple of times, you can kind of tell that I'm a little bit of the devious one in the group.
I don't think that's a safe thing to announce in the air. People are going to take that the wrong way.
I know who I am. They can take me as I am.
They know what we're about.
Yeah, they at this point, I feel like they should.
Do they, Omar? Mr. Barry White or Barry Manilow voice over there?
You had it right with the Barry Way. Like,
What can I say? People just like my dulcet tones, apparently.
he likes to make love to the mic.
All right. Getting back on topic. Well, now, aside from this album, there's like a couple more things I would like to give a special shout out to. And that's because one of them is probably my favorite hardcore band of all time, Comeback Kid. They are working on a new album. They released a 4-song EP, and it's pretty fucking good. And yeah, just go enjoy it. It's called Trouble.
We'll leave a link in the description
And
below.
also another San Diego native, which our good friend Jaron is friends with this with the lead singer of this band, You Space Cowboy. They just released a 6-song LP themselves.
Ooh.
So they're starting to work on a new album. Super excited for these albums to get out there. Now, is there anything else, guys, or do you want to wrap this up?
If we're giving shout-outs to bands with that had just released new albums, one band that I've been listening to a lot, I mentioned this to Matt earlier, is Written by Wolves. They are a...
Hold on. Like, the band is named Written by Wolves, or Wolves actually wrote the songs?
Both.
Okay.
No, I'm kidding.
It's almost
The-
wet
the
dream.
I honestly wouldn't be surprised.
No, the band is called Written by Wolves, and they are from New Zealand, actually.
Ooh.
They just released an album back in March 24th. It is called Please Just Breathe. One of my favorite tracks on that album is called Goddess, and it's a hit. Well, it's a really good track.
Is it about werewolf sex?
No.
Okay.
It's about the narrator of the song is basically praising a girl who he considers to be Aphrodite or on the level of Aphrodite. And if you read the lyrics, it's very just like make me your slave. I would do anything for you.
Stalker.
That's not stalker. That's
just
simping right there. But we'll leave it in the description below, so you can check it out for yourself. I mean, these guys. I mean, honestly, when it comes to music, these guys will probably never steer you wrong, even though they focus mostly on one genre. They do know.
Excuse you. I focus on many genres.
I expand and experiment here and there.
Just because you have 10% of one genre and 90% of another doesn't mean you expand.
Emo and deathcore are two very different genres, Ed.
They're all the same to me. But in any case, when it comes to music, these guys will never steer you wrong because they don't just listen to the music. They listen to the music. And I emphasize listen because they're not just listening with their ears. They're listening with their mouths. I got nothing.
That sounded gross.
I got nothing because I had nothing. But yeah, I mean, we'll definitely leave a description to the songs that you guys mentioned on my YouTube channel, so if anybody can check it out, and you can reach us on Discord and tell us what you think. Okay, well, that's our episode, everyone. Thanks for tuning in. Remember to hit that like button and subscribe on my YouTube channel if you're watching the video. If you're on our Spotify, make sure you follow us, hit that like, comment below. Let us know what you think of the episodes. You can reach us on Discord. A special shout out to John Solo. He's actually our first commentator on Discord. He left us just a picture of Galactus getting his ass kicked by, who was it?
Dr. Doom.
Dr. Doom. So if you want to reach us there, we'll start checking in more frequently. We'll have a conversation.
And now, also speaking about John, if anybody's interested, he does have a Twitch channel called John Solo 3.
We'll leave a description in the link below.
I can't quite remember the handle.
I'll put it on the video. It'll be on the video as we do the outro. But again, thanks for tuning in, everyone. So you guys say bye.
Bye. See you later. I'll be back. Don't worry.
We're a little bit worried about that last part. But anyways, toodles. Bye-bye.
Adios, muchachos.